Hello everyone. Today we'll be building the responsive tables, right, using HTML and CSS. So let's start by creating the HTML file. So I'll just give index.html and also let me create the CSS file. I'll just give the name style.css. So I'll just come here to the index.html and create a very basic HTML template and change the title to responsive tables. So what I'll do, let me link the style sheet as well and give the path and the name style.css. So now let's start writing the HTML code. Initially, I want to make use of the h1 tag. I'll just give, let me copy this from here itself. Let me copy this one and paste it over here. After h1, I just want to make use of the table tag. Within the table, let me make use of the table head, that is t head. Also, let me give table row tr. Within the table row, let me make use of the th tag. So I'll just want to make use of 4 th, right? So I'll just give th into 4. Within this one, I'll just give name, email, phone and address, right? Email, phone and address, right? After this one, finishing off the t head, let me open t body. Within this t body, let's give the data, right? So within the tr. So initially this will be within the td. I just want to make use of the 4 tds, right? So I'll just give td into 4. This one I'll just give some random names, Chondo. So example.com, email. This will be phone number. I'll just give 123. Right. Also, finally, what we have given address, right? So I'll just give XYZ. Let me copy this one twice. So instead of John Doe, I'll just give John Smith. Example 2. And let me give some random number, right? Instead this one, I'll just give ABC. Here, let me give, just change this one to random name, right? Random email. This one I'll just give 777. Also, let me give D, right? So I'll just, this is it for the HTML. So what I'll do, I'll just format the document once. So yeah, next, let's start writing the CSS. So I want to make use of the Poppins font. So I'll just come here. Let me give search for Poppins font, right? Click on the first one and click on get embed code, import, and let me copy these 3 lines, right? I'll just close this one entirely. Let me paste it over here. So initially what I'll do, I'll come here. Let me make use of the font family. Font family, this would be Poppins. And if something goes wrong, we'll be making use of sans serif. So the primary font we'll be making use of, and this project is Poppins. And if something goes wrong, we'll be making use of sans serif, right? So next, let's type for the H1. So H1, I'll just come here. Sorry, let me close this one. This one is so annoying sometimes. Let me come here. Let me paste the H1 over here. So let me give text align center. Also, next, let's type for the table. So I'll just come here. Let me copy this one and let me paste it over here. So within the table, I'll just give width of 100%, border collapse. I'll just type completely border collapse of, and just set this one to collapse. Also, font family. There is no need of font family. I'll just give this one itself. Let me copy paste. Yeah. Let's style for the TH and TD. So here for this one, let me give padding of 12 pixel and 15 pixel. Also text align less. Finally, border bottom of 1 pixel solid and triple D. Next, let's style for TH tag. So I'll just set the background color to F2, this color. And this is it for the CSS. Let's write the media queries so that this is responsive on all devices. We are just making use of HTML and CSS, right? So let's write the media queries. I'll just give max width of 767. So inside this one, let's write style for table, T head, also T body, table header, TD, as well as TR, right? So we are setting this one to display block. Next, let's style for the TH individually. I'll just give position absolute. Also top, let me set this one to 999 pixel. What happened here? Sorry. Yeah, now this has to work. So let me copy the same thing we give here. Instead of top, I'll just set this one to length. 999, right? After this one, let's style for that TD individually. Borders, let me give none. So border bottom, let me set this one to 1 pixel solids triple D, right? This is completely fine. Next, let me give position relative as well as padding left. Let me give 50%. This is it for the TD. Let's style for the TD, but on before. So let's give before. Let me give position absolute. Let me give top of 6 pixel, left also 6 pixel, width 45%, also padding right, let me give 10 pixel. Finally, let's give white space of no wrap. The last one, font weight, let's set this one to bold, right? This is it for the TD before. And let's style for the this one, TD. Let's make use of the nth child. N of type, not child basically, of type 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? For the before we'll be styling. So that this is responsive, completely responsive, right? I'll just give before, just delete this one. Okay. So let me set the content to content. You can just set this one to empty, or you can just set this one to name, email, phone and address, so that it is displayed every time, right? So I'll just copy the same thing instead. Let me copy here 3 more times. Oh, what happened here? Just have to copy correctly, right? Let me. So here, instead of 1, I'll just change this 1 to 2, 3, 4. Instead of name, I'll give email, phone, address. So we'll just format the document. So let's check now. What I have done is I have installed an extension called live server. So this one, what this will do, whenever we make changes in the HTML file, that will get directly reflected in the browser, so that we don't have to worry about the changes. We don't have to reload the web page again and again, right? So what I'll do, I'll just close this one and come to index.html and right click and click on open with live server. So yeah, this is looking like this, right? Responsive tables. I'll just change this one to responsive table. Yeah, now name, email, phone and address, everything is displaying correctly. So let's check the responsiveness. Let me press F12. Yeah, now this is looking perfectly fine. Why we are getting this name, email, phone and address every time? So here, because of this one, in the style.css, we have made use of the nth of type 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have set this one to the name, email, phone and address, right? For this purpose. So this is working fine, right? Let's check on the smaller devices. So let me give now. Yeah, this is looking fine here as well. Let's check for one more device, smaller device basically. Yeah, this works correctly, right? So this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.